Hey there, gang. Today we're going to talk about a serious issue plaguing our nation's youth. Woke children's TV shows. That's right, folks. As we speak, the left is infiltrating your children's minds with Marxist, postmodernist, and leftist ideologies. And let me tell you, it's not pretty. From gender-neutral cartoon characters to songs about reparations, kids' shows these days are nothing but drivel. In my day, we had kids' shows. And the interesting thing about our kids' shows was that some were stupid, some were silly, some were amazing, but the primary goal was always to entertain, as I remember. But that's different from the situation we have today, where kids' shows seem to consider entertainment as a secondary concern. The primary purpose of kids' shows nowadays is to ensure the audience develops the correct political and ideological viewpoint. And by correct, I mean what is in keeping with the mainstream political beliefs of our culture. So when I say correct, I actually mean incorrect.
You're acting like this has just been a problem nowadays?
What?
The way you just phrased your intro, it's like you're implying that kids' shows just recently started preaching mainstream morality.
Yeah, so I said exactly what I meant.
No, what I mean is that is objectively untrue.
Huh?
A large chunk of media throughout times has primarily served the purpose of teaching kids morals.
You're telling me kids' TV has always been woke?
Sure.
That's bullshit.
It's true. I don't know what to tell you.
You just read whatever you want into things because it benefits you.
Firstly, I don't see anything wrong with doing that. Secondly, prove me wrong.
Oh, is that an invitation to debate?
I'm not fucking Destiny. Are you kidding?
Wokeness nowadays is in every kid's show. The Proud Family remake, Muppet Babies, Sesame Street.
Listen, you don't watch these shows nowadays. In fact, you've never watched any iteration of these shows ever.
Okay, well, when I was young...
Motherfucker, you want to talk about when you were young?
Obviously, considering the fact that I brought it up.
Okay, well, considering the fact that you're just a pseudo-intellectual teeny bopper who was young like 3 days ago.
Hey!
Okay, fine, a few years ago. That shouldn't be so hard.
Alright, let's see what you got, libtard.
Well, let's talk about Sam Sandwich.
The Bite-Sized Adventures of Sam Sandwich is a short series that follows the titular Sam Sandwich, an anthropomorphic sandwich superhero, and his sidekick Salad Lad as they fight different junk food-themed villains. So now what? You're gonna say junk food is a conservative value?
Considering the amount of vegans that are leftists, that would be a defensible position, but let me finish my point.
In the episode of the show titled All You Can Eat, Sam and Salad Lad are supposed to investigate a restaurant in the city called Biggie's Burgers because their bigger portion sizes were making kids overeat.
But it's time to get serious. There's a new restaurant just opened in the city called Biggie's Burgers, and they only serve mega-sized meals.
Let's get over there right away. We just came to ask why all your food is so humongous. 'Cause after they've eaten my giant portions, kids won't have the energy to play sports or have fun anymore. Sam Sandwich and Salad Lad. Chomp on these, crusty cheeks. Hi-ya! They say cheese goes great on everything. Try some on your boots.
My feet are stuck to the floor. Aluminum wrap. It's our only chance.
I'm on it, Sam.
Nice packaging, partner. Let's take this big cheese ball to go.
Foiled again.
Now Biggie's Burgers can start serving regular-sized meals.
Right off the bat, I'd say that in this episode, they're combating overeating, which is very anti-consumerist, that's very leftist, obviously.
Right, I mean...
Now listen. Even if you don't accept my anti-consumerist argument, by forcing Big Cheese to sell smaller portions, they're attempting to regulate a free market exchange of goods. In a truly free capitalist market, Sam Sandwich and Salad Lad would have no choice but to let Big Cheese continue with his tyranny and let customers vote with their wallet about whether he should continue or not.
Well, okay, that's a stretch. It's just some obscure short they played on Disney Junior growing up. Most of the people watching my channel,
I think it's our channel now.
my channel, have no clue what that even is. Sometimes there are exceptions, but what I'll continue to say is that kids' shows nowadays are pushing a lot more morality and progressive values than they used to, regardless of what some Obama-era show has to say about it.
Okay, aside from general morals, progressivism has been a facet of kids' entertainment for a while now. Granted, we may not consider what shows from decades ago said to kids as being particularly radical these days, but our Overton window has expanded a lot since then.
Uh-huh.
Seriously, we can go further back in time if you prefer.
On an episode in the 25th season of Sesame Street, the show teaches kids the importance of having friends outside your own race. The episode starts with Gina and Savion, a white girl and a black boy respectively, frolicking through the neighborhood, saying hello to members of their community and bouncing on a mattress. Then Gina enters her store and receives a call on the landline. The audience doesn't get to hear what the person on the other end is saying, but Gina is completely appalled. Sevion takes the phone from her, and he is equally enraged. Then a monster named Telly asks them about the exchange that just happened. They go on to explain the fact that some people don't think people of different races should be friends.
Whoa, what was that? Some guy saying some awful things about me and Gina.
Yeah, he must have seen us playing basketball or jumping on the mattress.
What did he say? Tully, there's just some really stupid people in the world who can't stand to see it when people of different races are friends.
Why not?
I have no idea, Telly, but that was one of those awful people. Because Save's skin is brown and mine is white, he thinks we shouldn't be friends. It drove him nuts just to see us having fun together. Look, Telly, your skin is purple, right? And mine is pink. I mean, if it was up to that nut, if we were to listen to him, you and I couldn't be friends. Just look at our block on Sesame Street. There are brown people, there are pink people, not to mention every other color, right? There are monsters, there are penguins, there are grouches.
And an 8-foot-tall yellow bird who's friends with everyone.
Right.
This episode is obviously not some critical race theory shit, but it's obviously not nothing as far as kids shows go. Being friends with people from other races has not always been, and in some places still isn't, apolitical. I think Sesame Street does a pretty good job with, what'd you say? Ensuring the audience adopts the correct political and ideological viewpoint in keeping with the mainstream beliefs of our culture. My point is, children's entertainment has always pointed towards morals. The Boy Who Cried Wolf, King Midas, The Golden Egg Goose, The Tortoise and the Hare, Town Mouse, Country Mouse, freaking Three Little Pigs. Need I go on?
Nah.
Great. So that brings me to my ultimate point. You don't actually care.
What?
You're grown. You're not watching kids shows. In fact, you've never watched Muppet Babies, or The Proud Family, or anything in that IP, I'm sure.
Okay, but regardless, as a good citizen, I have a moral responsibility and a right to point out when things are morally reprehensible. I may not be a child,
You also don't have kids.
and I may not even have children, but that doesn't mean I can't display concern about the issues plaguing modern media.
BFF art. I don't think you have any concern. You're just feeding into culture war bullshit because that's what gets you views.
There's nothing I can say that's going to sway you of that position, but what I will say is that regardless of true motives, I have a right to display my concern, and I think you are dodging my argument.
Okay, well, I'm just saying you only have an issue with kids shows trying to communicate morals because you have personal issues with the kinds of morals they're trying to communicate. If you thought interracial friendships or food superheroes that stop corporations or freaking Aesop's furries were bad, or that shitting on them would get you views, you would make long videos about them too. And even if these are your beliefs, you probably don't think Gonzarella or the Proud Family Reparation song are okay to show to even adults. But you know that saying this shit isn't acceptable for any age range won't fly as far as, oh please won't somebody think of the children will. By arguing that things like racial inequality or gender nonconformance are things we shouldn't allow near our children at all you're doing is implicitly reinforcing the beliefs that these things aren't supposed to be discussed in polite society. That's wrong. You're wrong. We shouldn't let your bullshit fly at all. And to my audience, thank you for watching. It's been a real displeasure.